Good evening to all. How's everybody doing? Taking a little walk right here in Panama. The whole reason why I'm doing this late on a Friday in Panama. Let's share this live feed. Uh, Please, let's see if you guys can do your part and I can do my part on a Friday night. Let's see if you guys can do your part and I can do my part. Let's share your live feed. Like the video, share the video. Like the video, share the video. That's the Panama Canal right there. That's the Panama Canal. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm Oscar Blue for Real America's Voice News. God bless you all. God bless you all. Let us just flip the camera so I can talk to you guys about what am I going to do right now. And it's really important that I flip the camera. Let me just flip the camera. Camera. Uh, Front. You go. How's everybody doing? Good evening to all. Thank you so much for joining in. It's Friday. I'm in Panama. I just had a wonderful dinner with my good friend Matthew Toblet and his wife. And I'm about to walk through a place where the devil sleeps and where not the people that work there, but the leaders of these organizations. As you guys have, as you guys have seen, there's a humanitarian crisis, a migrant crisis occurring in Central and South America. As a few days ago, I was in migrant camps, uh, and I was in places where there was a total humanitarian crisis. Lajas Blancas, Panama, Bajo Chiquito, Panama. I have gone through the Darien Gap, and we have seen what these migrants are going through. Thousands have lost their lives. Thousands have lost their lives. Thousands have lost their loved ones. Children are being trafficked. Women are being abused. And when you go to these migrant camps, you see the migrant camps that they're completely not what you expect. The Panamanian authorities, they have no responsibility whatsoever of the migrant camp of making it a phenomenal five-star Holiday Inn. They're in charge of taking care of the situation and giving the humanitarian treatment to the migrants. The ones that are in charge of the migrant camps and the ones that they're aiding and abating this suffering to continue, it is the United Nations, OIM, and so and so. My friend and colleague and brother Ben Berquam exposed this not too long ago on his platform. And it had, the exposure that it was needed. I wanted to do it on my own platform. And I am going to show you how these people, as 3 hours away from here, there's people dying of hunger, sleeping in feces, coming out of a jungle, struggling to live and to survive. And you will see these people working as kings and queens with air conditioning, with their fancy state-of-the-art vehicles. And what I'm about to show you, it is a former military base that it was donated to Panama and that the United Nations, OIM, ACNUR, has taken over. And also not only that, but the Clinton Foundation has taken over. These people live as kings and queens, and not too far away from here, children are dying in the South America and in the North America. Children are being trafficked. People are suffering. That is what it is. Don't come to our country illegally. Stop calling them migrants. I will call them as I want to. It is my platform. Get to understand that. Jesus was a migrant. Moses was a migrant. With the right of migrating, there is the obedience of law. These people are in Central and South America. They haven't crossed to your country yet. Educate yourself. Let us flip the camera and let's know the real enemy. The real enemy is this. Let us walk. These people that preach so much about the Bible and they don't even know the story of the Bible. Careful, Oscar, what? I'm walking right here. And this is a city that is known. This is a military base. Look at that. This was a former military base. Former military base. Look how beautiful these buildings are. And I'm walking late at night. I'm walking late at night. Right here. And as you guys have seen how the migrant camps are so sadly destroyed. So sadly, migrants are leaving on they're surviving on the floor. And a lot of the people say, well, they put themselves in that predicament, Oscar. I'm not going to deny it. Yes, you're right. They put themselves in that predicament. You are absolutely right. But these organizations, they're the ones that they created an international agreement that is called Global Compact of Migration. Look, this is a former military base on an upper scale neighborhood. Really nice. How nice it is. Isn't it nice? So really nice. As migrants are losing their lives, crossing the Darien Gap, migrants are being kidnapped and extortion. Children are being kidnapped and extortion. Children are being sold. And these offices, they look really nice. Look what you got here. It says World Program of Food. So you get to start walking. Organization of the United American, Executive Offices of the SCDS. This is a really nice neighborhood. You don't see, look at the grass, how green it is, man. How beautiful that grass is. You don't see migrants living out here. Why they're not here? Why they are not bringing the humanitarian crisis to over here? This is a nice, beautiful car. Look at this. Nice, beautiful office. What it says right there? It says OSHA. That is another international organization. Wow. It's a nice, beautiful neighborhood. Let us walk a little bit more. There is a human crisis created by global organizations and political parties that are profiting out of human misery. If there's no chaos, you will not have these international organizations messing with these countries all the time. Look what happened to El Salvador. El Salvador got fixed because they have a beautiful president that is called Nayib Bukele. He fixed his country. He kicked out all and eradicated all the MS gang. And the international organizations, what did they do? They attacked Nayib Bukele. They hurt Nayib Bukele. They're trying to take out Nayib Bukele. That's what they do. So I'm walking right here with a coffee and I'm showing you this former military base. The most amazing thing about all of this is that all this former military US base, now it is owned by the Clinton Foundation. This is the Norwegian Council for Refugees from Norway. They have a consul right here. Wow. I don't see no migrants right here. I don't see no refugees right here. Meanwhile, they're sleeping on the floor in a horrible migrant camp where they're getting infected and people are dying in the jungle. Must be really nice, this parking lot with all these vehicles. It's beautiful, huh? To live out here. Look at these people. They're having a beautiful sit down over there with the projected screen. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Look at these vehicles. They're really nice. Man, I wish that I can live here. This is the UNDRR. This is the Organization Pan American of Health, and is the Organization of World Health. This is right here. How beautiful these buildings are, man. Former military U.S. base turned into all privately owned by all these global organizations. You know, a migrant camp can be located exactly right here. Look at that. Exactly right here. Why are you putting them in places like outside of the Darien? You can transport them with buses over here, and you have your offices right here. Why are you putting all that responsibility on the government of Panama? Why? Where's your global compact of migration? Oh, look who we got here. Look who we got here, people. Isn't it nice? Look at this park. A lot of migrants can be sitting down right here, enjoying, sitting down, waiting for their process. In front of who? The OIM. The United Nations OIM. Look at these nicely vehicles that they have right here. Privately owned OIM, United Nations. Really nice building. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't it nice? Isn't it nice? This is beautiful. Do you see any migrants right here on the grass? Do you see any migrants over here? I'm going to do something right here on this place. Let me just put myself in the light right here. And I'm going to do something on this place behind me. This place behind me needs this, man. Where are you? This place behind me needs it. Where are you, man? Are you right here? OIM behind me. This is one of the organizations that have created this process they have created this crisis. They have created this crisis. Lord Jesus, you know their intentions. Jesus, Lord, you know their intentions. You know that these people, they live like kings and queens. You are the protector of the sheep. You're the only one that takes decisions and protects the evil, protects the good from the evil. You're the only one, Lord. Put these people to work and held these people accountable for their actions, Lord. This is the enemy, Lord. Grant them the knowledge for them to stop provoking this multiple abuse towards the most vulnerable, and get them to work and stop using the millions of countries and taxpayers and partnerships and grants to take advantage of people. You are the problem, not the government of Panama, not the government of Mexico, not the government of Guatemala. You're the corrupt. You're the one that brought this human misery crisis to the world. It's because of you. Lord, cure these people. Cure this place. Cure this place, Lord. It's another one over here. Let's walk. Let's walk right here. Again, let's walk. Let's walk right here. This is the enemy. Lord, you know. Lord, you know that you are the cure. You are you are the more merciful, the loving, the caring, the protector of all. Make these people come out of their castle and go and work for the most vulnerable. This is the problem right here. The OIM. Look how beautiful this neighborhood is. Let us walk. Look, all of this, it is owned by the United Nations. It is owned by them. Nobody else. It is owned by them, and they held responsible the great country of Panama. Also, the United States donating hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions. Look at these buildings. They can easily live here. Migrants can easily live here. Look at these beautiful buildings. The Clintons own this. The United Nations own this. Why they're living like this? Where's the help for the most vulnerable? The help for the crisis? People are dying in the jungle. Look at over there. More military base. Look at that. It's huge. And it is owned by them. All of it. Got multiple space for migrants right here where they can sleep. They can sleep. They can camp out. Why you have them on the streets? Why you have them in the middle of the jungle? Why you have them outside of a camp that is horrible? And you are blaming the governments of every people. You're blaming law and order. You're blaming the authorities. Why? I'm not even lying. This is all owned by them. Nobody else. Look at how beautiful this is. You got schools right here, preparing for the future, soccer fields. This is beautiful, man. Such a nice place. It's really literally a nice place. It's really a nice place. Look at that. All a military base owned by these international organizations. Nobody else. Nobody else owns it. Nobody else runs this. OIM, ACNUR, the Clintons. I'm trying to find the Clintons. Last time I was here with my brother Ben Berquam and Matthew Tomlin, and we were just walking and we found the Clinton organization building. So nice it is, man. Look at how big it is. All of it is run by these people. All of it. Let's go over here to see if it has directions. See if it has directions over here. We got dorms. Look at this. 1,300 migrants come out of the Darien Gap every day, running away, a lot of them from persecution, a lot of them possibly with fake asylum, a lot of kids, a lot of women looking for a better life. You have these international organizations sitting down as kings and queens. I don't see no migrant right here in a migrant camp that can be located right here. It is an upscale neighborhood. Really nice upscale neighborhood with lighting, parks. The grass is really well cut. Oh, and you got their progressive liberal designs of art, like always. It's beautiful. I'm not gonna say anything. It's beautiful, but I'm just curious about, if they're always pandering and they're always projecting about the suffering and all this kind of stuff. Let's go over here to stop sign. Let me get on the sidewalk. See if I see. Look at these, all of these multiple vehicles. Holy crap. It's just so nice. And it is all privately owned by these organizations. Got a gym, Olympic gym. You got a baseball. Oh my God, they got a baseball field. Holy moly! Why the migrants are not getting this opportunity? Why? Somebody saying I've been there. You're a fool. Falling for any nonsense. Couldn't be bothering to look up owners of organizations, a fox, a foal, or whatever. You know the most racist people who they are, and the ones that they denigrate you and they criticize you the most. You know who they are. Let me address that comment. Where are you? I don't know if you're directing yourself to me. Let me just. Uh, is it you directing yourself to me, or is it? Uh, Poor way. No, Finero, not you. Okay. Okay. I thought that you were directing yourself to me. Not you. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So I'm walking right here. It's really nice. I apologize for that. I just. The Indigenous Foundation. Wow. FSC. It's really nice over here, man. How calm it is. Oh, how calm it is. Mm. Whew, wee. Last time my brother Ben Berquam was here, and we were just talking about how beautiful this place is, man. It's a former military base for the United States. All of it is owned now by these international organizations, the OIM, ACNUR, and I got lost. Now that I am here live, I wish that my brother Matthew Tomlin was here. He knows this whole location like the palm of his hand. But the Lord knows why this is happening. You know, something bad needs to happen every time for us to appreciate life and freedom, and for us to open our eyes and understand that the evil is there and that it's existing. Let's see who this is. Something needs to happen. Something bad needs to happen all the time for us to understand of what we don't have and what we used to have. And Jesus teaches you that, man. God teaches you that. You got to lose some to win some. But this is so unfair. I remember migrants camping out next to the border wall in the streets, living on the streets. Right now, there's 3 migrant camps, epicenters coming out of the Darien Gap, flooded. People just paying $40 to get out of there. So why these beautiful places, they're not taking over if they're helping so much? The Lord knows why. Nice vehicles. This used to be a former military base from the United States, and it has turned into a United Nations compound. All of it. It has security button. It has, you know, I don't know how to say rejas in English. If somebody can tell me how to say rejas in English. It's not a fence. It's something that you put on a window. Sometimes I forget some words in English. I apologize for my accent because you know who the most racist people are? They say that the white people, right? That's what they say. The most racist individuals that exist are the white liberals. This is the enemy right here. this right here. Look at the offices, and they got bars in their windows. I'm Oscar Blue for Real America's Voice News. We're live right here walking on this compound that was a former military basis. Now it is owned by the United Nations, ACNUR, OIM, and of course the Clintons Foundation right here behind me. I would like to say something right now to my audience. Lord Jesus, the enemy wants to divide the world. The enemy wants to divide the population. The enemy wants to divide us. That is his way of winning and keeping us divided. Shine the light on this evil people and bring these kings and queens to their knees and make them understand that what they're doing is evil and demonic. Jesus, you're the only one that it can cure this evil and this cancer of provoking and living out of human misery. These organizations, look how they live. Do you see migrants from Haiti living out here? Do you see people handing out food right here, putting them on this beautiful park? The enemy. Lord, cure this place. Cure this evil. You are the only one. You are our Savior, Lord. You are the only one that it can save lives and take the power from the greed and give it to the poor. This right here, people, is the enemy. I'm showing you the truth. Look at this. Look at this place. Look how beautiful it is. And even it has bars on their window. That they're against walls and they're against protection. Look at these bars. There's bars on their window. All of it. Bars on their window. Bars. This is the Clinton Health Access Initiative. Bars on their windows. It is owned, this compound, by them. Look at that. Look how beautiful it is. Do you think that migrants will not be better off living right here in the grass than in the mud, in feces? Let us fix and change the camera, and let's continue to walk. I'm sweating pretty profusely right now. It is owned, all of them, by them. All of them. I show you the OIM. Look at how beautiful this is. This is the volunteers from the United Nations. They have a security access code. This is a regional office. And even it has a light if I step close. Look at this. Do you see people laying down right here, being helped? They live like kings and queens. Meanwhile, they're suffering. There's misery. There's people starving and children starving. They're the ones that they created this global compact on migration. Look at this backyard. Look at this place. Hmm. Isn't it unbelievable? It's a huge compound. Huge. You want to know something that is much disgusting? This is where I wanted to come. You see that house right there? Look how big it is. You see it, how huge it is? It's really nice. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 in a terrace. It has 5 floors. 5 floors it has. How nice it is. It's huge. It has a playground over here. The grass is so perfectly cut. Look at my hand, how deep it is. How deep it goes. It's perfectly cut. You got food coming down from the trees as migrants are starving to death. Food coming down from the trees. Do you know what house is that? Can you imagine whose house owns that? So if you are for the poor, for the needy, to helping the world, I know the language of the liberals, creating hysteria at the border, fear mongering, conspiracy theories, right? That's what you're gonna say. White liberals are the most racist people that exist. White liberals that they use this language, white supremacy, white imperialism, xenophobic, transphobic, homophobic, pronoun-phobic, fear monger, creating hysteria. Those are white liberals, progressive, racist people. Look at that house. You see migrants living out here. Why am I signalizing that house? Because I will change the camera for you to understand why am I signalizing that house. And before I go and walk down, this is the place that is full with evil. There's a car coming. Look how nice it is, man. It's real nice. Got a guard over there. It says Aknur. Look at that. It says House of the United Nations. You got a guard over there of Aknur and UNCHR, all of that. Oh, that is the UNCHR. And you have a guard over there. This is the House of the United Nations. And you got the UNCHR. Buenas noches. Right there. Look at that. Do you see migrants laying down right here? Look how beautiful is the grass. The UNHCR, refugees, ACNUR, the Agency of the United Nations for Refugees. Do you see any refugees right here laying down? That's the House of the United Nations. This is another House of the United Nations. Look at that. Oh, they got their own parking lot. Hold on a minute. Oh, they got their own guard. Oh, and they have a pen for you to go in. This parking lot. Wow, that's nice. Oh, how beautiful this is, man. House of the United Nations, pray, Lord, our Savior, Jesus Christ, Take this evil away and put the poor where it's supposed to be needed, and the money that these people are stealing and getting, give it to the people that they're in need. UNCHR, House of the United Nations. Look at that. Isn't it nice? Got the Clintons right here next door, the UNCHR over there, the House of the United Nations right here. Holy moly, guacamole. Such a beautiful parking lot, man. Got a huge parking lot, this place, man. So nice. Look at that. Got school rooms. Wow, is this for the high class refugee, or? I think this is for the high class one. This is nice. All these nice cars over here. Oh, this is under construction. Oh my God, they're rebuilding it. If they're rebuilding it, my logic is that they're going to put all the migrants that they're coming out of the Darien right here. If they're rebuilding, it is obvious. Look at this, it's so calm. A neighborhood that is so peaceful. My idea is they're going to, that cannot be it. If they're remodeling it, it must be that they're going to put all the refugees right here. It must be. It is obvious. Is it going to be for the children that they're being trafficked? Is it going to be for them or not? What do you guys think? It's hot, it's humid. Do you think that it's going to be for them? Look at this beautiful hotel, whatever it is. It must be. It's logic. They're for the global compact on migration. They created this. I want governments to help me. They're coming out of the Darien, helpless. It's a big space right here. And it says right there, we are transforming this space that it will be a new house of agencies for the United Nations. Let me cross the street so I can show you that. We need to read that. Oh my God, I almost got run over by a car. I have to read you that. So they're transforming this place for no more offices. Isn't it supposed to be for caring for people and helping people? Huh? It says right here, nations. Estamos transformando este espacio que será la nueva casa de las agencias de las Naciones Unidas. We are transforming this place because this space is going to be the new house of agencies of the United Nations. The new house of agencies of the United Nations. It's real nice. Look at this avenue. Holy moly, man. That. But why you're putting an office? You don't need an office. You need to help people. I need to call the United Nations and figure out what's going on. Something's fishy. Something's not right. Before I leave this place, I'd like to say this. Señor Jesús, tú que le limpias, tú que curaste los leprosos, le diste la vista al ciego, nos trajiste el mensaje de que todo bien puede superar el mal. Jesus, you that you cure the people that they were sick, you cure the blind, and then you send the message for good to overcome evil. Jesus, help these people to understand that this is not the way. Help these people to understand that what they're doing is wrong. This building needs to be put with people, not with officers. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining in. I'm Oscar Blue for Real America's Boys News. This is a street. It's a public street. It is the city of the knowledge. That is what it's categorized as. Really nice to be walking here on the high class neighborhood of the United Nations. So nice to be walking on this high-class neighborhood of the United Nations. I don't know if I was fit. There's trash over here. Let me put the trash where it's supposed to be. I don't want to put a bad example. Trash. Here you go. Thank you. So, what's everybody doing sweating over here? I have my jacket on. I just had a wonderful dinner. Talking about this evil that exists over here, man. That it's a former military base that it was taken over by basically the United Nations. And now this former base, a military base, it is just, being transformed into something that is not real. They're preaching that they're helping the people and that a big party going on over here at a bar. Man, they're dancing. My God, since I don't remember the last time that I danced. I'm a horrible dancer, by the way. My God, look at that, Grandma. Go get it. Unbelievable, man. What we just seen right now and what we just were presence of was basically the reality of Facebook. I'm not the owner of this music. Facebook, I'm not the owner of the 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 music. We don't own the rights of the music, Facebook. So I wanted to just come by and show you this. Because I am Saturday over here in Panama. I have been here the whole week, showing you the humanitarian crisis that exists by these international organizations that instead of doing something, they're not doing anything about it. Sadly, I just show you the buildings, and it was that actual video you can actually see it not too long ago on Ben Berquam's live feed. Ben did a wonderful video exposing that. Gotta give a quick shout out to my brother Anthony Aguero, who showed something that is shocking on the deserts. I believe that it was Arizona. It has been those things, they have been seen before, but the way that Anthony showed it is never been explained better. Michael Young, him doing incredible, phenomenal work on exposing the child trafficking. My brother Ben Berquam. Sit down right here for a little bit. On the back, you will see the Panama Canal right now. Oscar, your thoughts of the Cuban men joining the Russian military? Well, instead of the U.S., you cannot complain when they have been asking for asylum for the U.S. I'm sorry. It's like the best president that exists in the continent. It is Nayib Bukele, the best president. And Nayib Bukele, you know what he did? He went to the White House to ask for Joe Biden to help him to grow his economy. I will give you, you will give me back. Joe Biden never received him, never wanted a minute to talk to him. And Nayib Bukele wanted to find, somebody that can support him. And the only one that it was China. Is it, if you're an American, and if you're saying, what in the hell did Nayib Bukele just do? He needed to make his country move forward. He wanted the number one option, that it was the United States. The United States closed the door. How many years? It has been almost 4 years since Biden came in. Cubans were running away, running away from their country, and basically, Alejandro Mayorkas said that he didn't want no Cubans into his country. So if they go to Russia, you close the door to them. I will tell you, a huge percentage of the military of the United States is Latino. A huge percentage of the border patrol in the United States is Latino. A huge percentage of the United States Customs is Latino. Huge percentage of the National Guard in the United States is Latino. Huge percentage of the Marine, the Navy, the Coast Guard is Latino. We're supposed to be learning about it. You don't want them, they will go somewhere else to look for help. You don't admit them, you don't accept them, they will go somewhere else to help because their countries are communist countries. Communist countries. All of them communist countries. Venezuela communist, Nicaragua communist, Cuba communist. It shows you that communism does not work. And the only ones that they say that it works, it is the white American progressive liberal. That those ones control the Hispanics with their pandering that it's all because of the white man. And the white man has taken over territories, and the white man has implemented laws, and the white man was the divided the countries, and it's because of the white man. They use that pander to have them on their side. Look at these facilities of the United Nations. Who's the fault? The white man of these state-of-the-art facilities? Aren't they supposed to? They're not too far away from here. They're 3 hours away, 3 and 30 minutes, hours away from the Darien. Pick the buses and bring them over here to this state-of-the-art facilities. You're making offices for what? You are an organization to help the poor and to help the crisis of people. You don't understand, Oscar, about logistics and statistics. God bless you all. This is how it is in Panama. You're always sweating. You're always sweating. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm Oscar Blue for Real America's Voice News. There's American heroes, and there's American heroes that do not have a cape. You got the great American hero that is Chuck Colton. Follow him. Learn so much from him. He's an inspiration to me. He's my motivation to keep going. I try to follow him and do exactly like he does. I don't do it exactly like he does, but I try. Follow his steps and follow his military training. Such a prepared man. Has done so much for the United States of America. Follow Chuck Colton. Michael Young, my inspiration and my motivation to keep on doing journalism. The great Michael Young. Learned so much from him. Has been in multiple wars. Seen multiple things all of his life. He's a man. He's a Christian. He loves God and he loves his country. You learn so much from these men. Ben Berquam, my brother. Strong man. Strong man. Walk the Darien with him. Always in front, always leading, never gets tired. Always in the crossfire. Always telling me, Blue, you can do this. Always pushing me. Those people make you better. Show me your friends and I will show you your future. My brother Anthony, always on the news. Always. No matter how much the attacks, gets up. Ándele, cabrón. Vámonos. Gets going. Show me your friends and I will show you your future. I'm thankful to God for those people to be on my path of life. Follow these patriots. Follow these people. Follow them. Alden Cabello, my paisano. Alden Cabello, my God. Talk about a man that has changed everything. A man that helps. Beautiful man. Stay safe, everybody. Real America's Voice News. Download the app. It is free. And tomorrow you can watch the episode of Law and Border with Ben Berquam. Is that a choo-choo? I think that is a choo-choo right there. A choo-choo boat. Choo-choo. Right there behind. Yes, it is a choo-choo. Hopefully we will cut and edit the video when certain parts, because I didn't record it. I can record later on tomorrow, and I can upload to Twitter. Stay safe, everybody. It's a Friday from Panama. God bless you all. It's a choo-choo. Yeah, it's a choo-choo. Go get him, choo-choo. God bless you all. Take care of yourselves. Pray before you go to sleep. I'll tell you something. I don't go to church that much. And now I don't go to service. What I do, I talk to God every day. Every moment. If I'm in the car, if I'm walking, before I go to sleep, when I wake up, every moment. To be with God, you don't have to be at a place. Just open his heart and he will be there, man. He's always there. He's always there to talk to you. He's your best friend. He's your best friend. Times are hard right now. A lot of things are changing, but it's needed to be done for humanity to understand what we are, what can we transform ourselves to, that evil can take over human beings. And we need to pull back and go back to God. God bless you all. Stay safe. Like we always say, people. God bless you all. Take care of yourselves.